अखण्डानन्दसम्बोधो वन्दनाद्यस्य जायते गोविन्दन्तमहं वन्दे चिदानन्दतनुं गुरुम्. Shloka 44 and 45. These two shlokas are connected. Therefore, we will study them together. कोशकृमिस्तन्तुभिरात्मदेहम् आवेष्ट्य चावेष्ट्य च गुप्तिमिच्छन् स्वयं विनिर्गन्तुमशक्त एव स्वयं विनिर्गन्तुमशक्त एव सन् ततस्तदन्ते म्रियते च लग्नः. यथा तथा पुत्रकलत्रमित्र स्नेहानुबन्धैर्ग्रथितो गृहस्थः. कदापि वातान् परिमुच्य गेहात् गन्तुं न शक्तो म्रियते मुधैव. After Mangalacharanam, the author discussed the Anubandha Chatushtaya. The four Anubandha Chatushtayas are Adhikari, Vishaya, Sambandha and Prayojan. Among the Anubandha Chatushtaya, the author is discussing the Adhikari. Who is an Adhikari? It was stated Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha. One who has Sadhana Chatushtaya is an Adhikari for Vedanta. Among the Sadhana Chatushtaya, the author discussed Viveka, Nityanitya Vastu Vivekaha. Thereafter, the author started the discussion on Vairagya, Ihamutrartha Phalabhoga Viragaha. The discussion on Vairagya is continuing. Since Vairagya is a very important quality in a seeker of Brahmajnana, the author feels that it is a it is required, it is important to discuss Vairagya in great detail. That is why the author is dedicating a large portion to discuss Vairagya. In this shloka, the author explains how we human beings bind ourselves in terms of various attachments. We bind ourselves with various attachments, and we don't find it easy to get out of the attachments. The author is giving the example of a silkworm. The silkworm builds a cocoon around itself. For the sake of its own security, it thinks, if I build a cocoon around myself, nobody can touch me, nobody can hurt me, I will remain safe. But unfortunately, on account of the same cocoon, the silkworm loses its life. In the same manner, the author says, in order to secure our life, we also build cocoon around ourselves in the form of various attachments. Attachment to wealth, attachment to house, attachment to relations, and so on and so on. And these attachments keep troubling us throughout the life, but we are not able to get rid of it. Instead, on account of the same attachments, we spend our lifespan without any fruitful accomplishment. See the shloka. Koshakrimihi, a silkworm which builds a kosha, a cocoon. Tantubhihi, आत्मदेहम आवेष्ट्य च गुप्तिमिच्छन्द. Guptimichand, in order to get security, in order to get protection, with the tantu, with the threads, it covers its own body. Aveshtya aveshtya, it covers its body with the thick layers. On account of this cocoon, it cannot get out of it. Swayam vinirgantum ashaktaha eva. Even when it senses danger, even if it senses danger, it cannot get out. Swayam vinirgantum ashaktaha. Tatastadante mriyate cha lagnaha. Ante, at the end, lagnaha mriyate. It is stuck there. It remains stuck in the cocoon. When the cocoon is put into boiling water, those who make silk thread, they put the cocoon into boiling water. Then lagnaham mriyate, the silkworm is stuck inside the cocoon and it dies there. Yatha, this is the example. Tatha, in the same manner, a grihastha. Grihastha refers to any worldly human being. Here, grihastha does not refer to an ashram. Any individual involved in material pursuit, leading a normal life, on account of insecurity, he associates himself with various objects and various people, and he gets attached to them. He is attached to his possessions, he is attached to his relations, and so on. Putrakalatra grathitaha. He is grathitaha. He is bound, tied with the ropes of attachment. Snehanubandhaihi, with the ropes of attachment, he is tied. Attachment towards various things. Maybe putra, maybe son, kalatra, spouse, mitra, friend, and so on. Kadapi vatan parimuchya गेहात् गन्तुं न शक्तः. Kadapi, at any point of time, he cannot leave them and go out. Even when the people say, now you can go, he is not ready to go out. Kadapi, at any point of time, tan parimuchya, leaving them, gehat gantum na shaktaha, he is not ready to go out from home. Therefore, mudha eva mriyate, he dies in vain without making his life meaningful, without accomplishing anything in terms of the pursuit of moksha, in terms of the pursuit of adhyatma. He spends his lifespan, exhausts his lifespan. Shloka 46. कारागृहस्यास्य च को विशेषः प्रदृश्यते साधु विचार्यमाणे. मुक्तेः प्रतीपत्वमिहापि पुंसः कान्तासुखाभ्युत्थितमोहपाशैः. The author says that there is no much difference between a materialistic life and prison. In the prison also, you do not have freedom. In the same manner, in the materialistic life also, there is no freedom. Because in the materialistic life, we are bound by our ragadvesha, etc. People think they are free. I am free to pursue my desires. I am free to do what I want. But if you analyze, the freedom to do what I want, freedom to pursue my desire, is not a real freedom. Because I am a slave of my desire itself. As long as I pursue my desire, I remain a slave of my desire. Therefore, the author says there is no difference between imprisonment and leading a materialistic worldly life. कारागृहस्य च अस्य च कः विशेषः. What is the difference between this life and Karagraha, a prison? Pradrishyate sadhu vicharyamane. Sadhu vicharyamane. When we inquire properly, we do not find any difference between imprisonment and a worldly life. because even in worldly life, a person is a slave of his desires, his emotions, his impulses, his attachments. मुक्तेः प्रतीपत्वम् इहापि पुंसः कान्तासुखाभ्युत्थितमोहपाशैः मोहपाशैः on account of the shackles of moha, the shackles of delusion, even the material life, where one seeks happiness in kanta, in wife, kanta sukhabhyuthita. The author mentions the wife. It can be anything: wife, house, son, daughter, anybody. As long as there is attachment, one is not free. He is bound by the attachment. He is enslaved by the attachment. 47. गृहस्पृहा पादनिबद्ध शृङ्खला कान्तासुताशापटुकण्ठपाशः शीर्षे पतद्भूर्यशनिर्हि साक्षात् प्राणान्तहेतुः प्रबलाधनाशा. The author is explaining the life of a materialistic person with certain imagery. Padanibadha Shankhala. Grihaspraha Padanibadha Shankhala. Grihaspraha, attachment to a house, attachment to a real estate, my house, my property. The author says this is like a shackle tied to the leg. Padanibadha Shankhala, a shackle binding the leg. Kantasutasha Patukantapashaha. Kantasutasha, the attachment to wife and son. For men it is wife and son. For women it may be husband and son. The attachment to them. It is like Patukantapashaha. It is like a strong noose on the neck. A strong noose in the neck. And then Dhanasha, Prabala Dhanasha, very strong desire for money, desire for wealth, attachment to wealth. It is like a lightning which strikes right on the head. शीर्षे पतद्भूर्यशनिर्हि साक्षात् साक्षात् शीर्षे पतत् भूर्यशनिः भूर्यशनिः, a very strong lightning which directly falls on the head. That kind of prananta hetuhu, it leads to, it costs one's life, takes away one's life. What is it? Dhanasha, the desire for wealth, takes away one's life. That does not mean one will die immediately. Taking one's life means entire life is lost in the desire for wealth. Many people spend all their life making money and managing money. They do not have any leisure for anything else in life. "48 आशापाशशतेन पाशितपदो नोत्थातुमेव क्षमः कामक्रोधमदादिभिः प्रतिभटैः संरक्ष्यमाणो निशम् सम्मोहावरणेन गोपनवतः संसारकारागृहात् निर्गन्तुं त्रिविधैषणा परवशः कः शक्नुयाद्रागिषु The author extends the comparison of a worldly life to a prison. A worldly minded human being is as though imprisoned in the prison of samsara. The author calls it samsara karagraha, the prison of samsara. He explains the comparison with various factors of a prison, various aspects of a prison. Ashapashashatena pashitapadaha. His feet are bound, his feet are tied by hundreds of shackles. And the shackles are asha pasha, the shackles of desire, hundreds of desires. They are like shackles that tie his feet, and therefore he is not even able to get up. Utthatum api nakshamaha. He is not even able to get up. He has to remain sitting or lying down. In the same manner, a worldly minded person, even for once, he cannot think of moksha. Even one Vedanta session is difficult for him to attend. In the same manner, just like if somebody's feet are tied, he is not even able to get up. Therefore, there is no chance of him getting out of the prison. In the same manner, a totally worldly minded person, he is tied down to the world with many desires. Therefore, even for a while, he cannot think of Paramatma, he cannot think of moksha. कामक्रोधमदादिभिः प्रतिभटैः संरक्ष्यमाणो निशम्. There are pratibhata, soldiers of the opposite army, the enemy soldiers, and they are guarding the prison. Who are the enemy soldiers? Kama, Krodha, Mada. Kama, desire. Krodha, hatred. Mada, arrogance. And so on. Lobha, greed. Matsarya, envy, etc. They act like pratibhata, the soldiers of the opposite army, enemy soldiers, and by them the prison is guarded day and night, anisham, constantly guarded, anisham samrakshyamana, day and night it is guarded. An ordinary human mind is constantly pulled by kama, krodha, etc. Incessantly, his life is engaged by kama, krodha, etc. They engage his mind. Therefore, there is no room for thinking about moksha. Just like in the prison, if there are many guards, he cannot even think of escaping. No chance of escaping. In the same manner, our mind is very much guarded by kama, krodha, etc. So they don't give any chance of even thinking about getting free from samsara. सम्मोहावरणेन गोपनवतः संसारकारागृहात्. The samsara karagriha, it has a wall, a huge compound wall, and the compound wall is sammoha, delusion. The delusion that this world will give me happiness. This world alone can give me permanent happiness. This world alone can give me permanent security. This is the sammoha, delusion. Such a delusion acts as a prison wall. Gopanavataha. Even the prison wall protects the prison and keeps the person captive inside. That kind of samsara karagriha. From such samsara karagriha, which worldly person can escape? Trividhaishana paravashaha. Ragishu trividhaishana paravashaha. This worldly person is a slave of threefold eshanas. Brihadaranyaka talks about three types of eshanas. Eshana traya, putraishana, vittaishana, and lokaishana. Putraishana means desire for son, which also implies desire for all relations, attachment to all relations. Vittaishana, desire for wealth, desire for possession of material wealth. And lokaishana, desire for loka. It can also mean recognition, social status, name and fame in this world. And also it means the desire to go to higher lokas like Swarga, etc. Now, this worldly minded person, he is a slave of three eshanas: Putraishana, Vittaishana, and Lokaishana. And such person is called Ragi. Ragishu. Ragaha asya astiti Ragi. One who has Raga is called Ragi. One who has attachment is called Ragi. Kaha nirgantum shaknuyat. Among such Ragis, who can get out of this samsara karagriha? As long as he has Raga, As long as he is a slave of three Ashanas, there is no chance of escaping from samsara. Therefore, in order to get free from the karagraha, one should cultivate vairagya. 49. कामान्धकारेण निरुद्धदृष्टिः मुह्यत्यसत्यप्यबलास्वरूपे न ह्यन्धदृष्टेरसतः सतो वा सुखत्वदुःखत्वविचारणास्ति. Now, from this shloka onwards, the author is addressing the sex lust, the desire for the other gender, the attraction to the other gender. कामान्धकारेण निरुद्धदृष्टिः. A person, his drishti, his vision, vision means his wisdom, viveka, what is right, what is wrong. The viveka is blocked by the darkness of lust. Kamandhakarena. The darkness of lust blocks his vision, blocks his wisdom, and therefore asati api abala swarupe muhyati. His he is attracted, he is mesmerized by the beauty of a woman, abala swarupa, the beauty of an abala, the beauty of a woman, even though it is really not there. The beauty is not real. Later on, the author himself will explain how even the beauty is a delusion. Asati api abala swarupe muhyati. His mind is attracted. And the author compares such person to a blind man. How a blind man is not able to see what will give me sukha, what will give me dukkha, what will give me pleasure, what will give me pain. A blind person is not able to make out. Therefore, he might as well fall into a well, a pit. In the same manner, An individual who is not able to exercise his discretion, exercise his viveka on account of lust, he ends up in disaster. Nahyandhadrishte, andhadrishte, a person who is blind, asatah satova, he is not able to know whether something exists or does not exist, whether there is a road in front of me or whether there is no road, sukhatva dukhatva vicharana, and whether any object can give me sukha or dukkha, what can give me sukha, what can give me dukkha, he is not able to discern. In the same manner, a lustful person also fails to understand what can give him lasting happiness and what will cause disaster. He is not able to find. श्लेष्मोद्गारिमुखम् स्रवन्मलवती नासाश्रुमल्लोचनम् स्वेदस्राविमलाभिपूर्णमभितो दुर्गन्धदुष्टं वपुः अन्यद्वक्तुमशक्यमेव मनसा मन्तुं क्वचिन्नार्हति स्त्रीरूपं कथमीदृशं सुमनसां पात्री भवेन्नेत्रयोः. Once again, you can follow now. श्लेष्मोद्गारिमुखं स्रवन्मलवती नासाश्रुमल्लोचनम् स्वेदस्राविमलाभिपूर्णमभितो दुर्गन्धदुष्टं वपुः अन्यद्वक्तुमशक्यमेव मनसा मन्तुं क्वचिन्नार्हति स्त्रीरूपं कथमीदृशं सुमनसाम् पात्री भवेन्नेत्रयोः. श्लेष्मो श्लेष्मो शकार लकार ekara sh and ma, shakara and makara. श्लेष्मोद्गारी मुखम स्रवन मलवती नासाश no no श्लेष्म, it may be a misprint. I don't have that copy with me. It may be a misprint. You can correct it. श्लेष्म. Yeah. Sure. It's okay. Later on, I will send the correct one. Shleshmodgari Mukham. The author is explaining how the so-called beauty is an illusion. As long as one does not inquire into the truth, the body looks beautiful. The human body looks beautiful. But in reality, the beauty is a mirage, an illusion. There is no real thing called beauty. The author explains why. The author explains how dirty the body is. Shleshmodgari mukham, the mukha, the mouth, it omits, it vomits shleshma, phlegm, mucus. The mouth vomits mucus. Sravan malavati nasa. Even the nose is full of mala, impurity, dirty substances, which keep flowing from the nose. Sravan malavati. The nose is filled with filth which keep flowing down once in a while. Ashrumalochanam. The eyes are full of tears. They keep shedding tears. Svedasravi malabhipurnamabhito durgandhadushtam vapuhu. The body is a svedasravi. It keeps secreting sweda, sweat. The body keeps sweating, and then malabhipurnam. It is full of mala, filth, all kind of impure substances. Abhito durgandhadushtam. In all directions, all around, all over, there is a durgandha, bad smell, bad odor. That kind of body, and people see beauty in such body. Anyadvaktum ashakyameva. The author says he is not able to say the rest. Anyat, any more description of this body. Vaktum ashakyameva is not possible to say. Therefore, manasa mantum kvachinnarhati. One cannot even imagine it with mind. What kind of impurity the body has, how dirty the body is. One cannot even think. Stri Roopam, this is the Stri Roopa, the beauty of a woman. Kathamidrisham, Idrisham Stri Roopam, this kind of a beauty of a woman. Katham Sumanasam Patri Bhave Netrayoho. Katham Sumanasam Netrayoho Patri Bhave. How it can fit, how it can be fit for the eyes of the wise men, how it can be suitable for the eyes of the wise men, implying that there is no real beauty. The body is a mass of dirty substances. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.